This switch to using a target forward has been very impressive for us. This man James Gale is in absolutely scintillating form. Yes guys, that's right, welcome back to episode 12 of Grassroots to Giants, back in the northeast of England with Norton Stockton Ancients. We're going to start off today having a quick look at James Gale, our target forward. If we just have a look at his form, he's made 9 appearances, he's scored 8 goals with 2 assists, with an average rating of 7.9. He's been very good. Also, a little bit of data hub information. You can just see how clinical he is. If we have a look at aerial forwards, lots of headers with strong heading. James Gale is all the way up here all by himself. He's also all the way up here by himself in the high scoring aggressive shooting category. In the scoring forwards, he's been very good. We have had a few games since you were last with us. I know I said I was going to come back for the Carlisle City game. I decided to skip that one. We'll come to Gainsborough Trinity, and then we're going to take on Guisborough Town, who are top of the league. Also, our rivals. I left the Carlisle City game because at the time they weren't doing amazingly well in the league. But last time you were with us, it was the Leiston game. We then took on Sunderland Rye Hope with a comfortable 2-0 win. Lewis Warrington and our French striker Noam Emeren getting the goals in that game. Then we then had that disappointing 1-0 defeat to Carlisle City, but we bounced back strongly with a 5-1 annihilation of Newton Aycliffe away from home as well, where James Gale bagged a hat-trick. He also missed a penalty, but Emmeran got himself on the score sheet, and Lewis Coyne as well. Today's game though is the FA Cup first qualifying round. It is against Gainsborough Trinity, who are, I believe, a division above us. Yes, I think they are. They're a division above us. It's going to be a tough game. Very happy with where the squad's at the minute. The tactic at the minute is still working well for us. So we're going to stick with it. We have got a couple of players extra we can stick on the bench. So we're going to stick Divine and Skates on there. Not much rotation going on. There's been a little bit of rotation in the league games. The games do come thick and fast. Quick update as to where the league table currently stands. You can see we're actually in second place with that 1 defeat to Carlisle City. Guisborough Town did get themselves a draw, so we're only a point behind them. We have got a slightly better goal difference though. Carlisle City, after that win against us, are now only a point behind us. They were languishing right down in about 12th or 13th before we took them on. James Gale is the top scorer and the highest average rating in the league though. Most player of the matches. But today's game, as I said, Gainsborough Trinity, FA Cup first qualifying round. The magic of the cup. Let's see how we get on today. This is the lineup we're going to go with. We're going to go with Christie in goal. You're all familiar with Harry Christie by now. Salmon playing as the right back. I still haven't really found a better option for Salmon, but if we just have a look at his league rating, he's on a 7.78, so he's actually doing really well. We've then got Lewis Coyne, who's on a 7.1, again at centre back. Our no-nonsense centre back on cover is Azia Kunu, one of our star players, again a 7.56 average rating. We then got Sam Greenwood, the player brought in from Mask, only in on a 6.7. He's not really hit the ground running yet, but he will get there. We've then got Aesthorpe as the left wing back. Again, only a 6.9, another one of the new signings. Not doing too badly, but it could be better. Shabs Mohammed, we're still getting lots and lots of bids in for Shabs Mohammed. He's wanted by 17 clubs. 6.93 average rating. Maybe his head's been a little bit turned by them. We've then got Joe Snowden as the centre mid on attack. Just over a 7. Not doing too badly for us so far. It'd be nice if we got a few more goals and assists. We then got Warrington playing as the advanced playmaker on support. He's playing a 7.2. Only the 1 goal, no assists for him so far this season. Again, another one yet to find his feet. Gale, we've already been through. and we've then got our star player in Emeran, who since coming in, if we just have a look at his stats, you can see he's played a total of 3 games with 1 off the bench for us, with 4 goals and 1 assist. He's been very, very good. But then a player who is supposedly a Vanarama National League level player, he really should be absolutely dominating this league. So that's the team for today. Let's get into the game, shall we? Right guys, we're 5 minutes in. We've got our first highlight. It's a header well won by Mohammed. Emeran's through, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Emeran scores in the 5th minute for his 5th goal of the season already. He's just an absolute asset for us. He is going to be unreal for us if we can just keep hold of him. Of course, none of the players are on contracts. Great through ball there by Gale, who bags himself another assist, and Emeran with a cheeky little chip over the goalkeeper, just showing his quality there. And we're 1-0 up against the team higher up than us. However, they do have a corner. Can they reply straight away? They can't. They've rattled the crossbar, and once again we're not defending crosses into our area. That's been an issue for us the entire time we've been at Norton. But we're on top in the game, which is absolutely fantastic. Corner to be swung in by Emeran, looking for Gale, who wasn't actually there. I might have to look at the corner tactics, see if I've got it set up properly. I think I have. But it's going to be Gainsborough Trinity bringing the ball forward with Curtis. Now Blake, can we pinch the ball back off them? Blake comes inside to Brown, forward to Sweet. It's Brown again. He goes long to Aina up the line. Aina 1-on-1 with the keeper, and Aina levels the game. We were caught napping a little bit at the back there. The left wing back Ainsthorpe, he sort of just let him run off him. He's still about 5 yards off him, to be fair. Christie came out to narrow the angle, but Aina's took it round him, and he's levelled the tie. Not the greatest defending there by Ainsthorpe. Coming up to the final 10 minutes of the first half now. Gainsborough Trinity have sort of grown back into the game. It looks like Lewis Warrington has actually picked up an injury as well. We'll see at half time exactly the extent of that injury. It's not good news. Neither is this free kick. It's Brown, and Brown's found the top corner as Jack Brown for his first goal of the season, with an absolute thunderbolt of a free kick. And we now, after taking the lead so early on, we find ourselves behind. It's a great free kick there. He's curled it away from the keeper. That had quite a lot of bend on that, to be fair. And despite being the better team, we do now find ourselves behind. No, I'm not going to tell them we've been unlucky. I'm going to tell them we've been the better team. I'm also going to have to bring Warrington off. Potential groin injury. We'll get Michael Skates on for his, I believe, it's going to be his first appearance of the season. I'm also going to try and encourage them just a little bit. Try and get back into this game. If we can just find James Gale on his head, it'd be absolutely fantastic. They do have another free kick though, from the same area as the last one. Can Brown repeat? He can. Zach Brown has scored 2 absolutely fantastic free kicks past us. And as it stands, we're going out of the cup. Just look at the whip on that free kick. He did it with the first one as well. What is Zach Brown's free kick taking? Let's have a quick look. Only an 11. Only an 11. He's not fantastic. But only an 11 on his free kicks, and he's getting whip on them like that, and he scored 2 of them. Now we need to find ourselves 2 goals now. I'm gonna give the boys a shout. It's telling me to take Gale off. Gale's fitness has been a little bit of an issue. Blake's now through, and Christie closed the space down well there. Christie's only on a 6.2 by the way, which isn't the best. Salmon on a 6.2 as well. We're just not playing very well defensively in this game. We might look to change things up with about half an hour to go. We need We need to get ourselves back into this game. Do we go a bit more attacking like this? We'll switch Gale back to the target forward. Let's go with our wing back system, shall we, and see if we can get ourselves back into this game. Because at the minute it's been quite disappointing. We're still on top in this game. We're just not scoring the goals. And we're coming into the final 15 minutes now. But it's Gainsborough Trinity on the attack again with Blake. Mohammed wins the header though, and can Gale get us away? Emran's gone, but the ball doesn't find him. It's Aesthorpe back to Gale. Gale, you need to be in the box, my son. Get your head on the ball. Greenwood now finds Aesthorpe again. Aesthorpe advancing down the left hand side. Gale's not in the box. It's Mohammed. Aesthorpe across to Salmon, the right full back, and that's not really the sort of player that you want on the end of a chance like that. Is the right wing back. Inside the final 10 minutes, can we at least get one back just to set up a nervy finish for Gainsborough Trinity? It's Aziakunu, now Greenwood. Aesthorpe out on the left hand side again. He's advancing towards that byline again, and he does get the ball into the box. It's towards Emran, but it's a great save by the goalkeeper. And it does look like this is going to be the end of our FA Cup adventure for this season, despite being the better team. We've been beaten by two absolutely worldy free kicks by Jack Brown. Salmon's had a shocker. Christie on a 6.0. Apparently the best performer was Bailey Aesthorpe, despite being at fault for the first goal. Zach Brown with a 9.1. Their fullbacks play very, very well. Their goalkeeper on a 7. It just shows you. I'm going to tell them I'm disappointed in that, which I am. I'm very disappointed, and that's the end of our FA Cup adventure. Maybe the 5 defenders at the back isn't the solution. Maybe we should just sort of stick with what we had last season, where we just outscored teams. Norton Stockton's disappointing in collapse, and we're out of the first qualifying round. We do get £750 for that. Warrington's only out for 6 to 9 days. That's not too bad. In terms of the club vision though, they expected us to reach the second qualifying round minimum, which we have now failed. They do understand that it was a difficult draw. Disappointed with the team's performance in the FA Cup. We're down to a B, and we're down from untouchable to very secure. That's not very helpful. Next time out though is going to be Guisborough Town. I've got Billingham Town to play away from home, and we're back in around about a week's time in game for the Guisborough Town game. Right guys, welcome back. Game against Guisborough Town. We played that one game while you were gone. Comfortable 2-0 win away to Billingham Town. Noam Emran with both the goals. It really should have been a lot more than 2-0 though. We had 25 shots with an XG of 3.33. A fantastic team performance. You may notice I have gone back to the diamond system. But yes, today we are taking on Guisborough Town, who are in a little bit of a poor run of form. You can see the last 3 games they've actually drawn. Thornaby actually scored this goal in the 94th minute, which you can see here, after Guisborough had a player sent off. They scored in the 94th minute, and what that has done is dropped Guisborough downtown to 3rd. As you can see though, it's Carlisle City at the top. We do have a game in hand, which if we do win would take us a point above Carlisle. But Carlisle have really found their feet, unbeaten of course. Guisborough Town also unbeaten. But Carlisle have really found their feet since having a poor start to the season really. Yeah, but Guisborough Town, our rivals. Let's get into the game. This is the lineup that we are going to go with. We're going to go with Christie, who should not be on sweeper-keeper. Salmon and Aesthorpe as the wing backs, familiar. Back 4 there, Greenwood and Aziakunu. We're then going to play Snowden as the deep line playmaker on defend, with Devine as the box-to-box and Raymond as the centre mid on attack. We've then got Egan at the shadow striker. Warrington hasn't quite recovered from his injury yet. We've then got Emran and Gale as the target forward. We've got Sonny Best there You may notice Gale's got personalised there. If we change it to Sonny Best becomes a pressing forward because he's not really suited to being a target forward. But that is the lineup for today. A couple of players lacking in match fitness, but they were fine last match. We do have options on the bench as well. We've got Mohammed on the bench, who, interestingly enough, is under a bid from Carlisle City at the minute. So I kind of think it's going to be hard to keep hold of him. If we're being fair, Carlisle City, I believe, are a higher reputation team than we are. And you know what players are like in football managers? They're fickle. They'll go to whoever pays them the most or whoever has got the highest rep. But this, possibly our biggest game of the season so far, other than Carlisle City, which unfortunately we did lose in, and they are already ahead in their game by the looks of things. You can see they've now extended the gap to 4 points at the top. So we could really do with a win in this one to keep the pressure on Carlisle City. Divine takes the free kick though, looking towards that far post, but it's headed away comfortably, and now Bell bringing the ball forward out for Gisborough Town. Plays it inside to Johnson, and the defender, Greenwood I believe, has just sort of ran past the ball, but it's an absolutely outstanding save by Christie in goal. And he keeps us in it after half an hour. Corner to be swung in, and Greenwood gets it away, but only as far as Risborough, who brings the ball forward again, and the highlight ends. We're under the cosh a little bit by Gisborough Town. Aesthorpe with Aziakunu. He comes all the way back to Christie in goal, who finds Greenwood. It's Christie again. Christie looks out wide to Aesthorpe, and now Divine inside to Snowden, the deep line playmaker, goes back out to Aesthorpe. Inside again to Divine and Snowden again, keeping the ball well, which is encouraging. He's out right now to Salmon. Salmon, can he get the ball into the box? He can. It's towards Gale. Gale does get his head on the ball, but he puts it wide of the post. In a situation you expect him to score in. Carlisle City have conceded a goal, I can see there. They are now drawing 1-1 with Whitley Bay. Michael Fish in the 31st minute, which is great. If we can get that win and the Carlisle game stays the same, I'm going to tell them I'm disappointed. We're not really in this game yet. Emeran, star man, hasn't really started. We haven't had a shot on target, and we're 50 minutes into the game. Now we have. And it does look like we've possibly got a free kick on the edge of the area, and it's going to be taken by Divine. And he finds the top corner. Tom Divine with his first goal of the season, and he puts Norton Stockton Ancients ahead against their biggest rivals. Their only rivals, in fact. It's the only rivals we've got listed. Great free kick, loads of curl on it again. And that should put us, when this league table updates, top of the league with a game in hand, courtesy of our goal difference. Salmon is tired. Salmon's not been the best so far this season. Divine with a free kick again. Emeran gets his head back on it, but Divine gets it back into the box. Headed away by Hood though, but Aziakunu is going to pick up the loose ball. And he goes forward again towards Emeran, but it's headed away by Dylan, and now Iyamu to Ord. Ord just gets rid of it, and now it's Greenwood. We keep the ball coming back towards the Gisborough Town goal, which is great. We need an end product though. Can Salmon get the ball in? He can. It's towards Emeran, and Emeran smashes the ball in for his 8th goal of the season, to put a little bit of daylight between us and Gisborough. We've come back out in this second half much better. We may, although Salmon is playing well, he is tired. We have got, I believe, 3 games in the space of 7 days this week, starting with this Gisborough Town game, and the Billingham game was only 2 days ago as well. So 4 games in the space of 9 days. We are going to make that change now. Salmon's on a 7.8, which is great, but in terms of resting the squad a little bit, we'll get Shabs Mohammed on. Snowden's not too bad. We're going to take Gale off, and we're going to get Sonny Best on. Change things up just a little bit. Some fresh legs. It's going to be Divine with another free kick, this time towards Aziakunu, but McDonald in goal comes out and collects the ball safely. But they've just given it straight back to us again, and it's allowing us to come straight back at them with Snowden. Now Greenwood, Aziakunu to Divine. Aziakunu again. can we get the ball out to the flanks and get the ball into the box? Of course, without the target forward on, we play slightly differently, but it's Egan into Divine with a shocking pass there, and they've come away with the ball. It's over the top towards Johnson. Can Christie keep this one out? He doesn't need to, because Johnson's missed the target, trying to be clever with a little chip, and he's put it wide of the post. Sonny Best now with Coyne inside to Snowden. Snowden shoots from range, and that's not a bad effort at all from Joe Snowden there. Carlisle City are still drawing, which is great. Coyne again with the long throw. It's Sonny Best again, chests it down inside the area, back out to Coyne, who tries to get the ball into the box, but it's blocked well, but it's come as far as Snowden. We've got Gisborough penned into their own penalty area here. Snowden, Coyne, Snowden again. Have we got the killer pass? We don't, because we've given it straight to them, but we do win the header defensively. Now it's Divine, and we've given the ball back to them again. The passing is not the best at the minute, but if they just keep giving the ball back to us, it doesn't really matter. Snowden over the top towards Emeran now. Emeran in, and he's hit the post. He was offside anyway. He was offside. It does look like Carlisle have actually taken the lead again. Greenwood wins the header again. It's Dahlgren, Risborough, Cervantes, Dahlgren again. Bell, Johnson. Can we pinch the ball, or are we going to allow Gisborough Town back into the game with Bell and now Dahlgren? We do pinch the ball. Snowden pinches it to Divine, Emeran. Mohammed now. Got Jack Egan running through the middle. Gets the ball. What an effort. Let's bend. There's something changed in the match engine, because I'm seeing lots and lots of curl on some of these efforts. Carlisle now 3-1 up against Whitley Bay, but we have beaten Gisborough Town. A fantastic performance. Emeran again on the score sheet. That he is unreal for us. Chris Salmon played really well. Well done, lads. And let's have a quick look at the league table and see where that leaves us. We'll have a quick look at Emeran again. Just look at the form that he's in. We are 2 points off Carlisle with a game in hand, but we are 7 goals better off on goal difference. We've now pulled 3 points clear of Gisborough Town, but again we've got a game in hand, which is great. Northallerton Town level on points with Gisborough, with a game in hand themselves. Next time out, of course, we're out the FA Cup, so that doesn't really matter anymore. Kendal Town, who major prediction was 8th, but I believe if we have a look in the season preview, it was 5th. They were the team that was relegated last season. Who have we got here? We've got Northallerton, North Shields. Do we have Northallerton, North Shields coming up? We don't. We might do the FA Vars as the defending champions. We then actually might skip all the way ahead to the Northern League Cup as well. Make next episode a cup double header. See where things are at in the league. We've then got Carlisle coming up and Gisborough Town again. We'll do a cup double header next episode. We'll see where things are at in the league. If anything changes in between the FA Vars and the Northern League Cup, obviously I'll let you know if any exciting game comes up. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you do like what you've seen, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with any future content at all. Please hit that like button, it helps me out massively. Any comments, as always, guys, any feedback, let me know if you're enjoying the series so far. And I'll catch you all next time.